What MIDI keyboard would be perfect for you? Since you will use your MIDI keyboard probably more than any other tool when making music, you really want to make the right choice. Which is why I will share my top 7 things you really should consider when choosing what MIDI keyboard to buy. Now, of course, the main thing you want to consider is the number of keys you want on your keyboard. From the smallest one, 2 octaves or 25 keys like this one, which is great for portable setups with your laptop, going outside and beat making, especially if you use it mainly for example, bass lines or leading melodies. Not so good for chords and harmonies and playing with both hands. And then you can go up to medium-sized 37, 49, 61. This one I have here is a 49, and if I play that on, for example, piano, I can still play octaves, bass, and then chords. And up to the biggest keyboard, which is 88 keys, full piano size. If you want to play from the bass all the way to the higher notes with both hands, this is the one for you. Number 2 is keyboard action, and the main thing to look for is the weight on the keys themselves. From super light, like this one, which is great for synth, playing fast rhythms, because they are very light, so good for rhythmic parts, percussion, fast rhythms and stuff like that. Good for synths as well. Then you get to medium or semi-weighted, a bit more like balanced feel, to the piano weighted keyboard, where keys are much more weight to push down, which gives more dynamic range, great for orchestral instruments, piano, strings and stuff like that. And also if you have a feature called aftertouch built into the keyboard. So I will show you this on this synthesizer here, where if I play and push down, this does not have any aftertouch. So if I push down more after I pushed it down first, nothing happens. But when I press here, and listen to what happens when I push it further. So you can program the aftertouch to control, for example, filters like this. Aftertouch is amazing. You can control vibrato and many other aspects to make your performances more expressive on your MIDI keyboard. Then we have faders and knobs that you can use for performance and automation in your DAW. I highly recommend that you get a MIDI keyboard where you can customize and program what the knobs and faders actually send as their data. So this is how it can look here. I really prefer when you have faders, then you can play, for example, strings and ride the dynamics. Or if you have, for example, a patch where you can program like this one and add some growl or flutter tongue, vibrato, and basically any parameter you want to control with faders and knobs. It's amazing for automation. Next we have drum pads, because it's much more fun and you get a better feel for recording drums and percussion on pads compared to keys like this. Like that. And the main thing here is the sensitivity of the pads and the feel. Akai, for example, is famous for their drum machines, so that's a safe choice, but there are many others, MIDI keyboards with pads. So check the reviews on the pad sensitivity and feel before you get it. Number 5 is pitch bend and mod wheel, and the most common option is an actual wheel, and I don't have it on any of my MIDI keyboards, so I actually have a joystick on this one, so I can pitch bend left to right, and mod wheel is up and down. It's the same thing here, basically, on my master keyboard. Up here, mod wheel, left and right, pitch bend, and here I have a touch strip for both, so mod wheel with touch strip, and this is the pitch bend wheel. But in most cases it will be wheels that you can go up and down with, so you have to actually check in a music store what feel you prefer, touch, strips, joysticks like this one, or an actual wheel. Number 6 is DAW controls. It's great to have, for example, record button here on your MIDI keyboard. Right, or stop button, forward, go backward, or stop, play, all of those controls the transport in your DAW. Or you may have other controls like going up and down with tracks and stuff like that. So check what your MIDI keyboard includes. And tip 7 is to check what connections your MIDI keyboard includes on the back. So the main thing to look for is the pedal input. So you'd really need a sustain pedal. This only has a sustain pedal. Does it have an expression pedal? Or in my case, this one actually has an extra third pedal that is programmable, which is really amazing. You can also check if it has MIDI inputs and outputs, which this does not have. Both of these ones have, so I can control, for example, external synthesizers and stuff like that. And I actually like when the MIDI keyboard has a button for turning off. Like I can turn it off here with a button instead of having to, as in this case, remove the power cord or the USB here to turn it off when you are finished in your music studio. Alright, my friends, now if you have a favorite MIDI keyboard already, I would love to hear it in the comments below. Like and follow for more music tips and inspiration.